Welcome to Eating Glass. We're your hosts, Cole.
And I'm Lucas.
We started a successful marketing agency at 16 years old.
And in this podcast, we and other entrepreneurs will talk about our mistakes in business and how to correctly avoid them.
So you don't have to eat glass like us. Hey guys, welcome back to Eating Glass. In this episode, we're going to talk about how the American school system traps you into certain detrimental beliefs about money. So, Lucas, did you know that the average income of a college graduate is $55,000 in 2022?
55,000?
Yeah, and
I could make more money standing on a street corner per year.
yeah, and after tax, that's about 35 to 43,000.
That's like pocket change.
Yeah, so let me run through some numbers real quick. The national average rent is about $2.5K a month.
Okay.
And that's already $30K in a year. So that's $30K out of your 35 to 43,000. So now you're left with $13K if you're on the high side. But now you gotta pay for your car and the insurance for your car and the insurance for your health. So health insurance is $5,000 on a really low plan, and the average car costs in the US are about $10K a year.
Yeah.
So now we're already negative $2,000 cash flow a year.
Wow, that happened fast.
And we haven't even accounted for food or the utilities or fund, fund. Yeah. And not even considering student loans you would have to pay back for going to college.
So what you're saying is there is no feasible way to manage these finances with the average.
Well, yeah, you're in a really bad situation already. And so I want to talk about how these detrimental beliefs get taught to you in school and how that affects you. So,
okay, wait. So you're saying they start as early as like back in grade school?
Yeah.
Tell me more.
So the first really big detrimental belief that gets taught is that mistakes are bad. And
mistakes are bad?
Yeah, you get taught that because whenever you get a bad grade in school, your parents yell at you, your teachers yell at you, you get told you're going to fail, you're never going to make it anywhere, and you just feel terrible. And it just teaches you that making mistakes are bad. And to be fair, if you're looking to get into a normal job, mistakes are somewhat bad, but because you could lose your job over it. But the thing is, you need mistakes to learn, and I think you know that.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, that's how I've started this business with you, right? Like, we made a ton of mistakes.
Exactly. Yeah. If you want to learn stuff, you gotta make mistakes on it. You're never gonna know everything when you first start, so you're gonna make mistakes. When we first started, we didn't know how to do a cold call, so we would get on there and people just hang up on us, Yeah,
but happened tons of times.
Hundreds. Or we would say something wrong, and then like they would not know our name right, or all this stuff and a million other things. Then then the next thing that they teach you, and I mean, I hear this all the time, and I kind of feel like this next thing it was kind of just designed, and just designed to make people not want to be financially successful. And the next thing is the saying that money won't make you happy.
Yeah, I know that one pretty well. I've heard that plenty of times.
You hear this all the time in school, right?
Yeah, and I don't think I've ever really bought into it, to be honest. Because you hand me 10 grand, I'll be pretty happy.
I know, right? But the thing is, I mean, I don't think that money will really physically bring happiness because it gets to a point where money doesn't mean much.
Yeah,
But the thing is, money, if you don't have money, you're just trapped in a job and you're trapped to work something 8 hours a day you don't want to do. But if you do have money, you have freedom. You have the capability of experiencing things in the world and um, going out and trying new things that you've never done before. And curiosity, in my opinion, is what brings happiness. Curiosity and seeing new things, having new experiences is what creates happiness. And that's what money allows you to do. So,
yeah, awesome. Yeah, I agree with you. You can do a lot with money, whether that be reinvest it into your business to get more money, or buy some stock, buy some real estate, or you can go out there and you can buy a jet. Jets make me happy, especially when they're mine. I'll tell you that. But yeah,
and you can
I
also
agree with
give
you.
back. You can give back to people, and that giving is a very, very joyful experience.
I wanted to give back to my parents ever since I was, younger. Ever since I realized how much they were paying for me to just survive, all
Yeah,
I
I
wanted
know,
to do was
same.
give something back. You know?
And that's what's driving me a lot too. I really want to be able to provide these experiences to people I love that we've never been able to do, like own our own private jet or
Yeah,
spend a year in Tahiti,
yeah, definitely
or
something crazy.
buy a 200-foot yacht and like sail over 100-foot rogue wave in the Indian Ocean, like
Sounds like
you know,
fun.
just be able to have the expendable income to just trash and just completely destroy a 200-foot yacht by driving over a 100-foot rogue wave. Like,
And some people may call that a waste of materials, but well, after that, I'll fund a mission to Mars to go get more. Stuff like
um,
that. That's what makes me happy. And
yeah.
that is
So
caused by money.
I kind of feel like when they make that saying, I feel like it was specifically designed to deter people from seeking money. And in what I believe is that if you don't believe, or if you don't want something, or you don't believe you can have it, you won't get it. And your beliefs are everything. So if you believe that money is bad and you don't want it, you believe it's gonna ruin your life and make you unhappy, then you're not gonna go find ways to go try to seek that out. You're just gonna try to push it away at all times.
You're
Um,
damn right about that.
and I feel like just that statement alone affects so many people because they feel like if they go out and try to get money, it's just going to make their life miserable because that's what the media like says. And
Nobody wants you to be rich.
school indoctrinates you into thinking that. And I believe that it's because when the school system was and the curriculum was established, it was really just made by a bunch of very rich people that didn't want to share their wealth.
Yep.
Because when more people become wealthy, the really rich people get less wealthy because it's split among more people. So I believe that's why that saying was created.
Yeah, and I mean you're right. And back to that early education system when the curriculum was first created, everybody in that education system was being indoctrinated to the policy of you are going to work in a factory until you die.
Yeah.
You are going to go into the coal mines, you're going to dig coal, you're going to die of black lung. Like that's your life. And that's what school taught you. It's like here's some algebra, here's what happened in the 1600s for some reason. Now go die in the coal mines. That's what school was. And we haven't changed much since then, believe it or not. That's my opinion on it. But you're definitely right. I agree.
And that's one of the biggest problems with our country because since so many different people profit off of different policies and stuff, it's very hard to change it. So there's someone that's making money off of the current state of the school system.
Oh, yeah.
And they don't want to change the curriculum because that means less money in their pocket. So it's just, I don't know.
Yeah, money can be a great thing, but also a horrible thing, you know? Motivator and a demotivator. Just depends on the
Yeah.
way you work with it.
And then the next detrimental belief that I found was the quote and the saying that investing is risky.
Yeah.
And that saying alone is told you all the time when you're in school.
Mhm.
They'll just tell you, go take your money, go work a job, go take your money, give it to some guy on Wall Street. He'll just trust this guy on Wall Street to just maybe allow you to retire.
Yeah.
And when you do retire, hope that you have enough money and you don't outlive the amount of money you have. And that's all because people are so afraid of investing themselves. They've came to the belief that investing is very risky and it's just gambling. And to be fair, it is. It is if you don't know what you're doing. But if you put in the effort into educating yourself and putting some time into reading books and seeking a mentor, and you learn the game of money, then investing becomes just a game, just like Monopoly, and it's no longer risky. Because the real risk is when you don't know what you're investing in, you're just throwing money at something because your neighbor says it's a good investment, That's gambling. But when you know the numbers, you know the management, you know the management of a company, and this is for like a stock. If you look at the numbers, you look at the PE ratio, and you look into this stuff, and you know what you're looking at. You can read the financials of this company. You can really see if it's a good investment or not. And that's when it becomes not risky.
Yeah, exactly.
And just by knowing simple fundamentals of investing, like using other sorts of techniques such as hedging your positions, using short orders, using options to protect against loss, all that stuff, once you learn it, can eliminate your downside or even allow you to make money in either market direction. And this is stuff no one teaches you in school because it's all, I feel like the people on Wall Street are just paying the school system to not teach you this, so you just give their money to them because they make a percentage off of it, and there's such a massive market there. But
definitely.
And the thing is, with the people, like the investors on Wall Street, they make money whether you lose your money or you make money, so they don't care. But you care, so go invest some time into teaching yourself, and you can make so much money.
And teaching yourself is an investment that is never risky. That's the truth. You can always learn, and learning is great. It's always great. Just teach yourself some stuff. That way you know you're getting the real value out of it.
Yeah, Grant always says that you can never go broke because people can take away all your money, your name, your cars, your house, but they can't take away your knowledge. So if you invest your money into educating yourself, no one can ever take that away unless they invent some weird like brainwashing technology. But but I don't know about that.
I don't think we have to worry about that.
Hopefully they don't have that technology, or maybe we're screwed here. But
all of this is applicable unless you've been brainwashed. By the way, we have to put that warning in.
Yes. Yep. Yeah, and that kind of just leads into the fact that school doesn't teach you any real financial education. They're gonna just tell you to go. Maybe they'll teach you how to balance your checkbook, but that's not financial education. That's just general accounting, you know.
Yeah.
But they don't teach you how to short a stock, how to how to calculate whether like calculate the net operating income on a real estate property. They don't tell you this stuff.
Oh,
They
no.
don't like
No, what they say when that stuff comes up is they say, go find a college graduate that's doing that and pay them for it. I mean, like find somebody else to do it for you, you
yeah,
know?
they'll just tell you go worry about getting good grades, go get into a good
Yeah.
college, get a good job, and then have someone else worry about your investments.
Yeah, exactly. And they say live out the rest of your life working and then dying. That's it.
But I don't see why people are like they want to give up control. This like money is the most important thing in the world, and if you don't have money, you can't do much in the world. It's just how you have to live in this society, and I don't know why people are so willing to just give up control of their life basically to some random person on Wall Street. You know,
That's very true. Yeah. Why are they so trusting?
I'd rather have all the control of my future in my hands, and I want to be able to say myself that if I lost money in the market, it was because of me and I didn't know enough. It was not up to someone else. And if I made money, that was up to me. But I want to have control of that. I want to have
Yeah,
control of
definitely.
where I'm heading, you know?
Even if it sets you back, you know, now you have that knowledge. Now you can build yourself up even higher.
Yeah.
It's great.
Yeah. So what do you think? What's a detrimental belief that you think schools are teaching you?
So a saying that I personally hate, and this is one that Grant Cardone preaches quite a bit himself. I know we're mentioning that name a lot, but he has a lot of good things to say. Excuse me. A penny saved is a
penny earned.
There you go. While that may be true, you know, you're saving money. Saving money can be good. You know, it can be safe, but you're not going to really get anywhere big by just leaving money to rot in a savings account, you know?
Yeah, inflation is always going up. So
exactly. It's just losing
value. Yeah.
So,
and I mean, all these, like you'll go to your little simple accounting class in high school and they're going to tell you, oh, there's compound interest in your bank account, but there's also compound inflation. So you're always in a net negative.
yep.
The banks, like, what are they going to pay you, like 0.001%? Like, what kind of return is that, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I always question the fact that when you put your money in the stock market or like invest into another company, all these companies are saying, oh, we can guarantee around a 10% return. But most of those companies can't reach a 10% return, and a 10% return is not very good anyways. But if that's the case, what, like at that point, just put your money in the S&P 500. It literally performs better than most like mutual funds there are.
That's true. Yeah. Go put it into something reliable. Watch that baby go up.
Yeah, and then the other belief, that reminds me, a penny saved, a penny is a penny earned. That reminds me of the other saying that cash is king, which it isn't king. What's really important is cash flow. Cash flow is king.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, it definitely it brings you up there, and that can lead into passive income, lead into everything, right? And passive income is really where that's at.
Yeah.
But the big thing is the takeaway here for me, from what you've told me from those statistics, those sayings, you know, all these big lies that you're being told every day, not only in education, but in just general society. You got to go out there and you got to teach yourself these things. If you don't teach yourself these things, how do you know you can trust them? Right? I mean,
yeah.
media sources, some of them are trustworthy, some of them aren't. Most of them aren't, I would say. And there's just not enough. There's not enough honest people out there to get a full education from. You really gotta just take your own time, take your own funds, take your own money, and invest in learning. Invest in yourself is a good way to
Yeah.
put it. Better yourself so you can better your future. That's a guaranteed fact.
Yeah.
That's what I would say.
And I think the biggest detrimental belief that I have on this list of different things I put together is the saying that you need money to make money. That's a big one. And that holds so many people back because they might not have any money and they're like, oh, it takes money to make money. I can't make money. I don't have any money. But it doesn't take money to make money. If you're very creative, you can make money without any money.
Yeah.
All it takes
Easily.
is energy, creativity, and drive.
Yeah. I mean, you see those guys trading what, a paperclip to a house? Like,
Yeah.
that's a good example. Anything can make a lot.
For example, I have this little example written down. So let me just read this out. So for example, you have there's a really hot real estate deal. And you can already tell because you invested time into learning about how to know if a property is a good value. You can already tell that's a really good deal. So you could put the deposit of the property, and deposits usually around like 1%, and you could put that on a credit card just to sign the deal. So now you have this deal in your name and you control it. And then you could go and find investors that have money and want to invest in a secure asset that has good monthly cash flow. And this, for example, this could be, like an apartment building. And you could negotiate for them to put the money up while you keep some equity in the deal because you control the deal. And now, let's say you keep 10% of the deal since you secured it, you have the control over it. Now, and you could also call that a finder's fee, but now you get 10% of the cash flow every month, and that's at an infinite return on investment since you put up zero of your money.
Yeah, easily.
And the thing is, sure, you still have that credit card bill, but since you already know the deal's a good deal, the cash flow you're getting from that is paying for the interest and the payments on the credit card, and you still have positive cash flow.
You're still earning money.
You could take part of the positive cash flow you're getting and just snowball it into paying off the credit card, and then you can free up that extra 20% of interest and make even more money each month.
Yeah, that's great. Great advice.
And yeah, that's just one example on how you could do a deal without any money. And then in 10 years, when those big buildings like triple in value, now you're walking away with potentially, we're talking like 10 million. Or you could just equity refinance that, keep the deal, keep the cash flow, get the 10 million out, and invest that in a million other properties from the $0 you put in. So,
yeah. That's great advice. You can go a long way with that.
And that's another thing. A lot of people, like, they don't know about this stuff. They don't know this is possible. And I feel like if more people knew this stuff was possible and heard about this, that they would start seeking out the information more, because they kind of get in this echo chamber around in these schools and different areas and then in their jobs that just echoing all these beliefs, all these detrimental beliefs, and they're not hearing any different ideas. So they just think that's the way it is. And just if they heard this, I think that would change how they think about a lot of things. Because when they hear something like that they could get millions of dollars with nothing just by having some knowledge and security and stuff like that.
Yeah.
That would change the way a lot of people think about money.
It would change the world.
Yeah. And more people need to be spreading the information that this is possible, because so many people are depressed and feel stuck and feel that they're trapped in that. So like they're just trapped in their position. There's no way to escape. They don't know that these things are possible. And it's simply because of what they've learned and where they grew up.
Yeah, so that's a great way to put it.
That's basically all I got. Yeah.
Great. Awesome. Well, I hope everybody learned something good. I know I did. These are things that I definitely did not know before. It's always, I like to learn something new every day, whether it's something small or something big like this. This could be life-changing to some people, so it's good to be putting this information out there. Those things that Cole was talking about making money from nothing, that can change lives, that can change the world. Make sure you guys are telling your friends and family about this. It's a real, I don't want to say life hack because that makes it sound scammy, but
it's a money cheat.
It's an infinite money glitch. There it is. We're giving you guys an infinite money glitch.
Money.
Yeah.
But I'm not saying that it's easy though. It still takes a lot of effort to make a deal like that happen. And that's the whole thing. You got to either trade time for money or money for time.
Exactly.
So in that case, you're trading a lot of time for money. But in another time, like once you have more money, you could use some of that money you have and just put the down payment yourself. And that would save you a lot of time where you'd have to go find investors,
Great.
So
yeah. All right,
that's your two options: money for time or time for money.
Good to hear. Well, I don't got anything else. If you don't got anything else, I think we're just about ready to wrap this one up.
Yeah. Like I said last episode, if you need some help with social media, go grab our 7-step guide. It's free. All you got to do is throw in your email and we'll send it to you.
On our website.
So just go to quantechmarketing.com, click the free download button and grab your free guide. And we also offer free strategy sessions. So if you want to hop on a call with us for 30 minutes, we can break down every issue you're having with marketing for free. And it could be very helpful for you. So if you want to do that, you can also book a meeting on our website for that.
Yep, we offer all that and more.
Yeah. So go check that out. This has been Eating Glass.
Eating Glass with Quantech. Love to have you guys. Hope to see you guys in the next episode. Keep an eye out. We'll be uploading consistently, most likely weekly schedule. So we hope to see you again soon. Hope you all have a great day and thank you.
See you guys.